My name is Rhapsody, his name is Olexa, and welcome back to the Slay the Spire Draft Champions. How's it going, bud?
It's going good. That's like the simplest intro we've ever done.
Yeah, I know. I mean, look, you can't go all zany flavors. It's like you can't oops or berries it, right? You need some flakes of corn in there.
Flakes of corn, huh?
Look, I don't know what that actual cereal is. The Captain Crunch? Is it? I don't know what the actual constituent parts
I have
other
no
than the
idea.
berries are.
Yeah, I don't know what the... I mean, I suppose it's not really the crunch. I suppose it's the captain's part. Because they're crunch berries, right?
You're right. I guess it's...
So you don't know what the captain is made out of?
Served with a bunch of captains, exactly.
So it's just crunch berries and skin. A little cursed, but...
I could legitimately see like a cereal package that just has like extremely crispy skin chicken, and it's just breaking up into a bunch of different like chicken crackling effectively, but as a cereal treat. I could see that.
Yeah.
In a world where savory cereal exists.
Ooh. It kind of already does, doesn't it?
What savory cereal is there? Not savory breakfast cereal though.
Yeah. All right. You know what? You got me.
Yeah.
I definitely thought that there might have been a savory cereal, but there is in fact not one that comes to mind immediately. I don't know. Regular Cheerios are a little savory.
I don't know. They always seem too kind of like sugary to me to be savory.
Is there any sugar in Cheerios?
I thought there was.
Dude, I'm straight up looking up the nutrition label. We've already derailed, and that's totally fine.
My understanding of it having sugar comes from I've poured milk into a bowl of Cheerios, and then I've drank the milk, and the milk was sweeter than milk usually is. It's gotta be
That is interesting. There is 1 gram of sugar in Cheerios.
Uh-huh. Per what? Per gram?
Per 1 cup.
Okay, so what? 1 cup is 250 gram?
I don't know. Look, you're asking me to read a nutrition label on stream here. 1 cup is 28 grams.
Why don't you just go get your nutritionist license and come back to us, Alexa, please? At
this point, the video is not starting anytime soon anyway. I probably could.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. I'll stall.
Don't talk about any favorite poets or anything. While we stall.
Yeah, Bartleby the Edgar Allan Poe. I don't know.
Bartleby the stripper. Very different poem, I'm gonna tell you. Don't look that one up.
I have to figure out what repeated phrase Bartleby the stripper would be saying.
I would prefer 2.
You prefer 2 phrases?
It's just that's his phrase. Instead of I would prefer not to, I would prefer 2. Yeah.
Flipping on.
All right, we're gonna play as the Defect today.
Ooh,
in case you cared at all.
I do. It means we can actually make use of the orbs.
True. Oh, that is true. And then there's 30 cards, and I just covered up the little quarter, and they're covering up the logo. Well, what the hell?
Dare they?
There we go.
Ooh. There's a burning blood over here.
What? Yeah. What are the odds that these two came in right next to each other?
You know what? Quite low, but
very low.
We are going to need to play this until eventually we end up with a completely symmetrical board.
That seems like a close to damn near impossibility, but
exactly.
I'm surprisingly with it. Long series. It's been a long series. A long year as well.
It's got time to get longer. Hey, would you want to flip that coin and maybe give me a heads if you want me to go first or choose?
All right. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Ooh. It definitely did not look like it was going that direction either.
It didn't look like it, but I did push it. I mean, watch it fall over.
Are you going first pick or next 2?
Oh, it's difficult because I see a lot of good cards on the board, but I don't see any strategy.
Yeah, this is just one of those like classic Spire decks where it's just you got your block, you got your damage.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real synergizing beasts in here.
Oh, but the thing is, if I don't spiral out of control in some way, if I don't get absolutely nutty, then I am going to take damage against the bosses.
True.
So
I agree.
oh man. Oh, it's a dangerous one. It's a dangerous one. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go first pick. I'm taking Immolate.
Okay, so that means I get next too.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's ballsy, but I'm incredibly happy.
Nice. I take Shrug It Off.
Yeah, trust me, it might have been coming my way if you blinked the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do. What do I need that right now? Yeah, I'm gonna take Streamline.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Interesting.
I will take. My single target isn't great. I'll just take some clothesline.
Let's take a little go for the eyes action.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
God,
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot of high cost in the deck, which is you know.
Yeah. So I got charge battery. I got streamline.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bloodletting.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Absolutely respectable. I'm going to take sweeping melter.
Blood for blood.
Okay, now I'm gonna take sweeping beam.
Rupture.
I'm gonna also take cleave.
Body slam.
Oh my lord, it's just going crazy now. I'm gonna also take a headbutt.
Mm-hmm. Bash.
I'll take ghostly armor.
Ghostly armor.
Dude, what is this draft right now? We're going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the self repair.
Boot sequence.
Give me the iron wave.
Steam barrier.
What about a little twin strike?
That was gonna be my next. Rough. Burning Pact.
I'll take rebound.
Reckless charge.
Oh, screw it. I'll take bullseye.
War Cry.
I'll take aggregate.
Strike.
All right. Possibly the fastest draft we've ever done in human history.
Mm-hmm. Pace picked up quite significantly in the middle there.
Very quickly, yeah. So now we're in a position where you took first pick, which means you get next, or no, you took first pick, so you get second 2 relics.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so long since we've done original Draft Champs format.
Yeah, it's been
I forgot what the hell to do.
Sorry, chat, for not having a deck up there, by the way.
Oh yeah, they don't have a deck. I mean, we could just lay 15 random cards down for them, but no, they just don't get a deck this week. I don't think Mob Bank.
It's good. It's good.
It is good. I enjoy it a lot for Draft Champs. Kind of gives you the money you need for the run.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not a lot of strong relics out here.
You're right. Not that many.
There's really only one I'm interested in, to be honest.
I'm going to take the Abacus first, and then need to figure out what the other one is.
Take your time. Like I said, it's the fastest draft. Okay, that was what I was going to take. Okay. So, fair game. Dude, I just think that they're, like, all kind of worthless.
I thought with your first 2 picks being the charge battery, shrug it off, and then ghostly armor also being taken in the deck, that you were gonna go for the body
calipers.
slam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted. Yeah, I definitely wanted body slam.
Okay. Whew. As long as I did manage to hate pick that one.
Yeah. No, you took it from me.
Whew.
I don't know, dude. I really don't. I guess I'll take Aura Chalcum, and maybe it saves me like once during the run, and that's good enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely good enough. I've got to take a quick screenshot of my cards here, but after that, we will both get into the game, set up our decks, and we will see you. Oh, hang on. We got Ascension modifier. I didn't know we were doing this time. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. There you go. Gotta flawless a boss, or else you lose.
Easy. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Here's hoping.
All right, you want to take us out again?
Sure. We will catch you when we get into the run. And we are back. We have got our decks loaded in as well as our relics. Wanna give us a little bit of a countdown to get off the start mark here?
Ooh, how about a little 3, 2, 1, go?
Ooh, whoa, what? I wasn't even ready for that. Look, that's cheating. If you win, it's it's entirely due to the fact that you had an extra second there at the very start.
The worst part is I'm still looking at the map trying to figure out where I'm going. Truly affected me.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Ooh, first question mark is nice.
Yeah, I'm not even through my first fight, so now I am.
I don't know. Why are you taking your time, bud?
First question mark is nice, huh?
Yeah. Is it not to you?
Do you really enjoy 3 potions?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Do
you not?
I know about this game. I mean, I don't think I need potions right now.
3 free potions on the first floor. That is just like, get through a bunch of fights for free, basically, as far as I'm concerned.
Who needs it?
Me.
I got bigger concerns in life.
Okay. Fair enough. What is the first concern you have in this run?
The first concern for this run is getting my first curse in the deck, which I have now accomplished.
Well done. I enjoy that doubt too.
It was nice, wasn't it?
It was.
The second thing that I like is this first elite fight that there's like a 0% chance that I flawless. Like, I actually think there's no way in the world I flawless this guy.
Yeah, I don't know if I do either at all. I really would have needed more setup in the opening hand. I got myself a second card for damaging myself for the sake of the ruptures, which hopefully is enough for us.
Yeah, I cracked him at 90. I don't think that's enough. Oh, I don't even have the block to do this now. All right. Well, I mean, if you flawless this guy, congratulations. You're one up on me.
Okay. Hang on. I might just try and do it exclusively for the congratulations right there.
Okay. I will offer you a fervent congratulations if you pull it off.
Okay, I did it.
All right. Congratulations.
I don't know if that one's fervent enough for me. Could I get another congratulations?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
He's done it. Is that better?
It is.
Okay.
I didn't want to be mean. I just wanted to hold you to the deal that you offered to me.
That's fair. Dude, I'm kind of salty because I'm not getting my second flawless now either.
Did you... What, just like bad draw?
I didn't get any of the block. Any of the like 4 block cards I have in my deck. I didn't get any of them.
I bought an extra one in the early shop, which I've been finding useful so far.
No buying crap with my mob bank quite yet.
Right, of course. That is one reason I don't love the mob bank, because I do like fixing my deck in the first couple floors. A lot of the time.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm pretty happy with where my deck is.
I'm extremely glad to hear.
I'm kind of just in a chill situation here. But anyway, Mr. Raps. How was the past 2 weeks? Cause it's been I don't know, was it don't tell me it was 3 weeks. It was only 2, right? I'm gonna be sad if it was 3. Cause then I'm gonna feel like I lost a chunk of my life.
I do think it was 2. I think you're right on. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, question card. Why?
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, no, it was only 2. They've they've been. I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wilds. I've been playing some Mortal Shell in my own time. There was something else recently that I got stuck into that I didn't think was really for me. Hang on. It's a TV series? I literally cannot remember the thing, but there is a thing that I am not usually into that I am currently trying to explore. Hopefully that's an enjoyable sentence for you to hear.
Yeah, you know what? I enjoyed that sentence a lot. Yeah. I'm now curious. Breath of the Wild, huh?
Yeah. It's I feel like it's about time. It's been in the pop cultural common knowledge for 3 years now. So I think it's time for me to finally actually understand what people are talking about when they talk about the game.
So here's let's see. How do I want to start this sentence? How far into the game would you say you are?
How intently do you know the game?
I'm not close to not at all.
Okay. So don't use like mile markers or anything like that for you.
Yeah, I don't know if I care enough to actually be upset if you were to spoil anything. But
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I have even the capability at this point in my lifetime with the game to spoil anything for you.
okay.
I would say
of number of hours, where you at?
Oh, I don't know if that's going to help you because like, I've probably got like
Yeah,
15
well,
hours in the game, but my
Yep.
goal is like, that's where completion is. I'm turning in the other direction and I'm going to run as far as that way as I can.
Yeah.
You know, the typical
Well,
RPG kind of thing. Although I'm not really being rewarded for it much in this game. Like, there is exploration to go and find temples and stuff like that, but like,
Oh, yeah.
environmental stuff, like looking in and amongst forests, is almost never a good idea as far as I found. As far as I found.
Yeah. I think as far as I've found is a good place to word that. So I probably put 20 hours into Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm. What made you stop?
Time, really.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing it over holiday. I had no school, no work. Was doing YouTube and stuff, but I still had opportunities where it was like, I'm not recording right now and there's nothing else eating my time, so why not do a little Breath of the Wild? And I got sucked in, and the thing is I loved the I don't know if you ever played them, but I used to love the old Nintendo DS Zelda games.
Mm-hmm.
It was Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass were the two.
Right. Familiar with
Those
the
are
latter.
two of my like favorite games of all time,
Mm-hmm.
and just absolutely like adored the hell out of those games. I found Breath of the Wild to be similar, but I almost found it to be a little. I don't know what the correct word is. It was almost like it almost took RPG too far for me. Like there wasn't enough actual storyline for me.
There wasn't
But
enough actual storyline.
I don't even think that. Yeah, I don't know. It felt like it was a very. Yeah, I don't know. It was.
No.
I want to go back and I want to play it more.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, like, when I stopped playing it, it was kind of like, oh, I don't have to play it anymore. And that felt good, which is not normally a good way to have a game, right?
Do you remember any like mile marker for where you were in the game? Because I know that
I
it
made
takes a
it past
while.
the village.
You made it past a village.
I think it was the like Kokiri or something like that village.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
I
I
made
have
it
an
past
idea for
that.
where you are because I felt like I felt a bit strange about the game going in, but ultimately I ended up finding, I think I gotta take that one. Yikes. Ultimately I ended up finding that the story gets interwoven over the course of the game like much later than I would typically expect.
And to be honest with you, I would fully agree with that as well. Also, this is a horrendous boss relic selection.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
It's actually horrible. I also did not flawless the boss. I'm actually playing horrible, so you have a good chance here.
I don't know if I flawless the boss either, because I did
Okay.
get hit by a burn. But I don't remember whether or not that stops
I
it.
don't believe that prevents a flawless.
Okay.
So I think you're still chilling for now.
The
God,
frozen core is pretty good if you haven't gotten any other orbs in your deck yet.
Yeah. I went with inserter,
Mm-hmm.
because I figured that you know, I hopefully have this shop coming up soon, and maybe that shop provides me with some extra cards I can throw in my deck. But I'm not playing well, and it's a wee bit alarming.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose it could be worse.
Oh, you could have a good time in the first question mark you encounter next floor.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll do it.
I mean, you gotta, right?
Oh, and I think that's exactly what I wanted to see come out of it.
Exactly. It seems the right one for you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm into it.
This one's turning back around. For me, if it was the Necronomicon, like I would have gone the heck off, kept my my immolate and stuff like that.
Dude, I would have been thrilled because I have Streamline, and that would have been a nice early punch for me.
That's very true.
You know?
You gotta love when it sets itself down to the good value on turn 1.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild, I definitely understand the hype. Like, I will tell you, our dear friend and fellow content creator, Mr. Jonas Fatson, he will go so far as to say that he strongly disliked the game.
Ooh, do you happen to know any of his reasoning on that?
I think it was just something to do with how they handled the progression in it. He just felt that it was poorly designed and badly put together. And I'm not sure that I disagree with him, but I also, like, I enjoyed my time playing it. It's just people that have been sucked in so much that's just like all they can think about is getting home and playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I can't say I ever felt that.
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting that, and it's like downstairs. The difficulty for me to go and play it is minimal, and ultimately I spend a large amount of my time upstairs playing Dominion still online.
Well, some things don't change over time.
Exactly. I mean, that is a perfect representation of things that don't change over time, because that is, like, I got bit by the Dominion bug before, and I'll be bitten by it again.
Yep. I did see, I don't know, this is a little inside baseball, I suppose, for people watching, but we obviously have a chat on the back end where myself, Raps, and all the other Wholesome Verse creators all regularly communicate, and we have a chat dedicated to new games that are coming out or new games that came out for everyone to get a little bit of insight as to new games to check out.
Yes.
And there was one posted by our dear friend Mr. Vladimir Ledoux, who he had posted about Root, which is a very good board game that just had a Steam release. And I was wondering if you had any interest in it.
Root is a game that I want to like. Which is unfortunately a good prelude to what my next sentence is.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But I don't. I do want to try its Steam implementation, because I imagine it's possible that the reason I didn't like it was because I was playing it wrong and didn't know, because, like, you know, when you're playing the board game version of it, the rules text doesn't pop up to tell you.
Yeah, for sure.
So I hope that I was just playing it wrong, and that's why. Because I do remember a lot of my experience with that game was, like, other people saying, oh, and now I have all these resources. And I'm like, how? I don't understand the rule that would make that happen. And other people just being like, we know the game. It's fine. This works. I'm hoping that they were wrong. Not for, you know, the retroactive glory I would get of having won that game rightfully. Although that is definitely part of it. But also for the... I would like to actually enjoy this game, so... it would be nice if it wasn't what I thought it was. Because the way I experienced it was like a less balanced Armello, effectively. And it has like a very similar kind of like visual aesthetic to it and environment.
For sure, yeah, for sure.
Have you played Root the board game?
I have not played Root in real life or now the Steam version. Also, I'm dead. I just got absolutely murdered, dude.
Actually dead? Or
I'm actually dead.
Ouch.
Yeah, I just did not have the power.
That sometimes happens, my man. Is there any other run you can load into at the point?
Dude, I'll do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. You take your time. Just you get to accept your win. That's all.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I got my ass handed to me. I went a little too heavy on the elites and did not have the power to actually do them.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty lucky at this point in that I feel like I'm pretty comfy with the elites. A large amount of it is actually the preserved insects, so.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, for sure.
Made a huge difference between us.
Yeah.
Also, like, every single fight, because I have the meat on the bone, every single fight I'm setting myself to exactly the amount of HP that it would need to start healing me. Because I can just damage myself gradually with my own cards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty intelligent.
This is a unexpectedly good build, I would say.
Yeah. Mine was the perfect situation of a lot of cards that are amazing on their own that just it wasn't enough to do anything together.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, sadly, it happens sometimes.
Oh, it 100% does. Like, it happens to everyone. That has happened in the Sneaky Teak Ladder Streak series to us before, where it's like, this deck is good. We don't know why. Oh, this deck died.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. No, I got you.
It's as soon as you said a game that was mentioned by Vladimir, I was like, ooh, yes, ooh.
Oh no, yeah.
No, my man's got good taste.
Oh, dude, I still stand by. I account most of the games that I find, and well, that I play, find is. I mean, shortly you'll realize the find was not the right word, but most of the games I end up playing are mainly just because Vlad found them and told me about them. And I've just kind of accepted the fact that that man will forever know the best games to play. It's just he's never steered me wrong yet. He's just so good at finding good games.
It's always nice to be in that position where it's like, do I have to go out and find the hottest new games at this point?
Yeah.
No, someone has already done the groundwork, and I can rely on them.
I can just stalk the new games chat that Vlad will post something of value in here soon. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I want to check out Root because I have heard good things about it from people that are not you, apparently. But I do not know basically anything about the game. So that's where I'm at.
I wish that I could describe it well enough to launch into a description here for you, but no, I feel like I would give it a bad rap by misunderstanding something and misexplaining something. I would like to try it again. I played the tabletop RPG version of it, the setting inspired by its board game, which that was pretty good. But then again, tabletop RPGs are oftentimes like what you make them, effectively.
No, I got feel. Yeah, well, that's interesting. Any other games recently besides, I suppose, Breath of the Wild, which I'm assuming that you're enjoying a good decent amount. Okay, well, never mind, I suppose. I'm
still waiting for the moment that Breath of the Wild becomes, like, the thing that everyone keeps talking about of, like, I wish I could re-experience Breath of the Wild for the first time. Like, I haven't found that moment yet, but I think it might be because, like, I have played a lot of Dark Souls games before, so I'm kind of used to, like, the character action, looking over a vista, like, giant environment. I've also played, like, a lot of open world games before in, like, Fallouts and stuff like that. So I'm I'm very used to, here's your starting position, you can go anywhere, but here's a kind of suggestion. And those kinds of things seem to be the things that people are often pointing to when they're saying, like, there was this breathtaking moment for me that made it a game that, I really wish that I had the ability to re-experience for the first time. And for me, I feel like I've experienced those in other locations done better.
Done better. Yeah.
Like, it's,
no, I got you.
I could be wrong about what I'm ascribing to being, like, other people's interest in the game. I could be easily wrong. I hope I am.
Yeah. No, I'll be perfectly blunt with you. And this is, I mean, and we're talking about two very, very like widely accepted as great games.
Yeah.
But if you had to give me the option of playing Super Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild again, I would probably do Odyssey.
I played some of Odyssey on a friend's Switch a while ago. When we were at a beach house together, it was just an enjoyable experience. But yeah, I would probably go Odyssey as well.
Yeah,
And
it's
with
just
my
like
limited experience.
And I there were a lot of, you know, for those that don't know, I streamed Odyssey recently, like this year, and it took me like 3 months of 3 hours on Fridays to complete that game. I probably put like 25 hours into Odyssey, and I maybe did half of the content in the game. Like, there's a lot of content in Odyssey. Jeez, I just went so far away in my shapes.io world. And I did not realize I went this far away. And I'm like setting up a conveyor belt, and I'm like, oh crap, dude, I'm halfway across the world.
It's good to hear you playing shapes.
Yeah, dude, it's my new Slay the Spire goes wrong. Placing those shapes.
It's totally fair.
Yeah. But no, I put a lot of time into Odyssey, and by the end of it, I was like, I never want to see this game ever again. And I legitimately loaded it up the other day because I wanted to go back and just see, and it literally, I loaded it up, and then shortly after I just shut it back off because I remember why I never wanted to touch this game again, but I still very much so enjoyed playing it, and I feel like that's the sign of a good game in the end.
Being able
Whereas
to picking it back up.
It not even that, just like the I don't know, the idea of how do I want to word this in a way that makes logical sense. It's the idea that you can take a game and remember good enough things about it that it makes you want to pick it up again, even if you never want to actually play it again.
Yeah. Do you find
like
yourself
you
often...
can walk away from it having a good opinion of the game, thinking a negative opinion about it, but still thinking it's good? That sounds insane. But
so
it is how I feel about it.
So a game that you will enjoy picking back up despite the fact that you might not want to fully replay. I am having trouble passing this.
Like a game that you would recommend to everybody, but you never want to touch again for the rest of your life.
Okay. I mean, to me, like, the never want to touch again for the rest of the life, like, that's secondary to the game that you would recommend to people. And yes, I would only recommend good games to people. I'm not in the habit of pranking my friends with bad games.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's almost more to that than what meets the eye. Like I do think that there's, because there are games that I've played that I would consider good games that I would not recommend to people.
Good games like, you wouldn't recommend them to people because you don't necessarily think the experience would be good for them?
I like, you know, like for instance, let me just, I've crapped on this game in the past. I might as well do it some more. I think Neon Abyss is a good game, right? I don't think I would recommend Neon Abyss to anybody. Doesn't mean that I think the game's bad. I just think that there are better games you could spend your time playing besides Neon Abyss, that you would end up having a better experience than if you were to just play Neon Abyss. Whereas a game like Mario Odyssey, you know, I have no interest in ever picking it up ever again. But I definitely think that it's the kind of game where it's worth having the experience of playing Odyssey. Because it's one of those, like, you get what am I finally...
I think I get it now. Like, the kind of, like, this is a spectacle that you need to experience.
Yeah. Okay. And I think that a lot of people feel the same way about Breath of the Wild. I just don't.
Hey, bud.
And maybe I didn't play it enough. But yeah. Oh my god.
I'm dead
Are
as
you
hell.
serious?
I'm dead like Disco, my man.
Well, you did better than 222. I'll tell you that.
Well,
Wow.
I did not
for us.
technically perfect a boss apparently.
Oh, neither did I. So,
So
we
does that mean we both lose?
Yeah.
Chat, despite not having a deck, you pulled it
Wait,
out.
no. Didn't you say that you got hit by a burn on the slime boss?
Yeah. But my score isn't telling me that I perfected. I mean, does your score tell you perfected a boss if you? Yeah, it does tell you perfected a boss if you've even if you've died on the run, right? I'm pretty sure it does.
I don't know.
I don't think I've perfected a boss in this run. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the run summary and see exactly how much damage I took in that room and see if I took more than 2. Because if I took more than 2, then it wasn't just a burn.
Okay, I mean, look, you can let chat figure that out, to be honest. But
I mean, I'm halfway through loading my run history. I'm sad because I had like 2 conversation topics written on a piece of paper off to the side, and not just that, I had anecdotes attached to each of them. I was like, yeah, no, this is a third act content right here. I'm ready for it.
well, you know what, dude? It's the third act. Hit me with them.
All right, my man. I'm gonna need you to talk to me about any food that you saw in a cartoon or media as a kid that looked so good, so transcendent, and then you got to experience it in real life. Because I need someone to mirror the experience that I've had recently.
Oh wait. Oh, you just messed with me. Oh, I actually have one.
I think everyone does. What is it? Lay it on me.
I'm gonna say I had the opportunity to go to Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, to the Harry Potter world, and I got to experience butterbeer.
Yeah.
And it was very good. It was non-alcoholic, whereas butterbeer in Harry Potter is, I believe, a little bit alcoholic. But it was great, dude. I mean, it was like a butterscotch slushy, kind of, and it was delicious.
See, that really, really pleases me to hear, because I could imagine a world where, like, the butterbeer that everyone has in their heads just doesn't fit the butterbeer that they serve at Universal Studios. But no, they're on board. I'm really extremely glad to hear that. Can it be gotten outside of the States? Because I've actually always wanted to experience the butterbeer.
Dude, I don't know. I actually have no idea.
See,
I hope so, because I would love for you to experience it. But I mean, I could just send you to the U.S. and go meet you in Orlando, Florida. Me, you, and Widzy can meet up, and we can drink butterbeer.
Oh, but hell yes! There's 2021 plans right there. My one was also like a similarly kind of like American Americana kind of thing. Well, I guess like that's only American Americana in terms of like, you know, the place that is serving them is in America. But mine was in all of the kids' cartoons. Jerky looked really, really good. Okay. I've never had jerky in my life before, or rather, had never had jerky in my life before yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it always seemed like an adult's thing. Like, it was always alongside the cashier where the lighters were. You know, the smoker's cashier, the one that you have to go to in order to get your cigarettes, or, you know, it was sold alongside you know, nuts in a bottle-o or something like that. It always just seemed like a very, very adult kind of thing to me. So recently, yesterday, I went out and actually bought some jerky and tried it, and it was so disappointing. It's just a flat cabanossi, my man. Why did no one tell me?
Yeah. No, there's nothing really special. I mean, here's right. I will hit you with. There's a place. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Okay. Yeah. Which you likely know absolutely nothing about, and rightfully so. We have a thing called the West Side Market, which is basically just a massive warehouse where small food-based companies from around the area come in and just sell whatever the hell they make, which is great, because it's normally a little bit cheaper stuff, but it's normally like feels homemade, and you know, there's like juice bars. Like the one place is a juice bar that sells vanilla bean infused lemonades and juices. So there's like a vanilla bean lemonade, dude. It's actually like top 10 best things I've ever drank.
Ooh.
Levels of good. Which could be a conversation in among itself, to be fair, and now might have to be in a future episode.
Naturally.
But there's all of these meat stands. And naturally, when you have meat stands, those meat stands have a form of jerky at them. When you have non-gas station bagged homemade jerky, that changes your life. That's all I'm gonna say.
So now I've got to get a ticket to America for both.
You gotta get good beef jerky. I'm telling you. Or it doesn't even have to be beef. I've had elk jerky. I've had turkey jerky, which sounds a little weird, but still delicious. There's the gas station jerky is not how you want to make your opinion of jerky be known. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
My man, I did not even think about the possibility of there being differential qualities of jerky. Literally, to me, it was just I'd fantasized for so long about this product that I thought was gonna be kind of tough like leather, but I also thought that it was going to be like something you continually chew, kind of like meat gum. I don't know what I thought. I thought that it was just
like that idea, but
not the texture of gum, but like something that you chew consistently and just keep getting the flavor out of, right? That's what I thought. Like I thought jerky was like something you chew on for a good long time, like a
The
thing is, all of this went to inform my disappointment with getting that jerky, and now you're telling me that the childhood version, the 27 years worth of build-up. I've been edging for 27 years to have good jerky. That's why, and you're telling me that this isn't ruined. There's a chance there's a jerk out there for me.
There is good jerk out there. I will inform you.
Well, my last 2 days have been an emotional roller coaster. I'm now back like ticking up towards the curve. I'm ready for some American jerky. Now's a good time to fly, right?
Especially not to Ohio, I'd say. But dude, I'm telling you though, I mean, I don't know. I don't know Australia. Why do I find it really hard to believe that you guys do not have an extensive jerky selection?
So
it just sounds like it sounds Australian to have jerky.
It really does. It really does. Okay. It sounds like an Outback kind of food, and it may well be. But American barbecue culture is very advanced, I would say. And very competitive field, and I think that jerky would be an offshoot from that, because surely it's like, I made this great barbecued meat and I let it go off. Oops, I have jerky now. I've invented a whole new product. Surely
kind of, yeah. I mean, that's surprisingly accurate for sure.
But Australia doesn't have that good of a barbecue culture. We don't have any localized barbecue culture. We don't really have like state to state barbecue culture. We kind of just
got the Barbie. That's it.
Sorry.
You just got the Barbie.
Exactly. Well, and the marinade is the thing that makes the difference, surely, or one of the biggest differences.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I know close to nothing about barbecuing in the end. You know, I know like the kinds of barbecue and like what my favorites are, because like for instance, I enjoy a nice Carolina barbecue. That's more of like a vinegar-based barbecue sauce. That's my jam. I like the vinegar-based barbecue. But there's like, I believe Tennessee barbecue is normally very sweet in nature. Then there's, I want to say Texas barbecue is spicy. Maybe. I don't remember, to be honest. But yeah, I mean,
the thing is, like, here we don't get like the difference between those. We just get, here's your barbecue sauce, and here's a barbecue for putting things on. Like, if you are individually a gourmand, you might go outside of that area. But yeah, we don't really have like top 3 barbecues in Australia, all those kinds of things, which I
Yeah.
think is depriving us of jerky culture, frankly.
So I'm about to hit you with a maybe very ignorant question.
Drop it.
Okay. You guys have Amazon there.
I'm gonna hit you with the most ignorant answer. I don't know.
No, you don't. Oh, well, okay.
I remember like 2 years ago, I was trying to order something off Amazon, and I was like, why is this costing $200? Oh.
Oh, okay. 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 Yeah, okay.
It
does
might
make more
exist
sense.
now. Like it might have
Yeah.
since expanded to Australia, or it might only be in Australia in certain markets, like the book market or something like that. But yeah, it's not common, which is really annoying, because I was hoping that I was gonna have like a one-stop shop for all of my supplying for, obviously, you know, like lockdown kinds of stuff. But
Yeah.
no, I gotta go to a billion different stores at the
Yeah.
worst time to do so.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, I'm still going to stores and stuff too, even though we have a one-stop shop for it. But because the thing is, the craziest part is they're like disinfectant wipes. They just don't exist right now.
Yeah.
It's just like they have ceased to ever exist ever again. But oh my god, I have a setup system here that it's doing nothing. That's wild. But no, I was gonna say, like, if you have Amazon, I have to imagine that if you just search like Carolina barbecue sauce, there's gotta be a barbecue sauce that you could just order from Amazon and just have it shipped. But then I realized the fault in my ways, in that shipping barbecue sauce from the US to Australia is going to result in a good chunk of sadness.
Mm-hmm. And then secondarily, like, I don't got a rack smoker. I don't really have the ability to do any of these smoking myself.
I mean, the smoking part, no, but there's still, I mean, look, a lot of barbecues the sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, if you make some nice meat in a pan, and then you just slather some sauce on it, you go, hey, this is barbecue chicken, right? Even though you didn't grill it or anything,
Right.
you know?
So what you're saying is I can just order the Carolina barbecue sauce, right?
Yeah, just make your way through the barbecue.
And I can just dip some KFC chicken tendies in there, and then experience authentic Carolina barbecue.
I mean, look, you said it, not me.
We have a chef in the house. Don't worry. I make the joke because I can. Seriously, without Peak, I don't know if my diet would be anywhere good. Like,
authentic KFC chicken tendies, I don't think that doesn't hit right with me. So something's hitting wrong, to be honest. But
I don't know what your argument with it could possibly be. They seem to be existent. They are food.
They exist for sure.
They've
Whether
got
it's
crumbs on.
a good chunk of existence remains to be seen. But
I was always told, if you can't say something nice, say nothing at all about it. So that's the end of my list about KFC.
Dude, KFC is one of those. I feel like we talked about KFC, to be honest, before.
Almost certainly.
It's one of those fast restaurants that if I ate for the rest of my life, I wouldn't.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit.
If I had never ate for the rest of my life, I would not. It's terrible. Honestly.
I always think that I'm excited for KFC because it's always been a year since I've last had it. This may have been exactly what I said last time as well. And then the first time I have a bite, I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I got all the KFC reminder of the flavors they got in that one bite. You can have the rest of this, my man.
Yeah. No, I am not. Now, to be fair, I'm not a big fan of fast food in general.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of, you know, like the McDonald's, the Wendy's, I don't know what fast food you have, to be fair, because we might have different fast food.
So we do have Wendy's, but here Wendy's, or rather we had Wendy's, I don't know if we have it anymore, but here it was just ice cream. Like, it freaks me out to hear about
What?
your like Wendy's burgers, and I'm like, what? That's not an ice cream, huh? How'd you get a flake in that?
What?
It
Yeah,
might.
okay.
It actually might be two different chains, just both called Wendy's. That's possible. Because ours also
Yeah.
didn't have like the
It's
red-headed
like a
mascot.
little. Oh, okay. Then yeah, it might be two different Wendy's.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like definitely. I mean, you got Frosties at Wendy's, but that's. It's no. That's not what I would consider to be
we've got
ice cream.
we've got like your standard allotment, KFC, McDonald's, Domino's, etc. We've got all Portos. That ring a bell? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Not even a Christmas jingle.
So it's like a South American kind of chicken situation.
Okay.
They took over
South
from
American
a bunch of
chicken.
Mhm.
What the? Yeah, I gotta interrupt you. Define South American chicken.
I'm not a geography. I'm not a geographist.
I'm not a
so-
geography. Amazing.
Okay,
so
I think
the
I
flavor
am like
profile of South American chicken.
I'm-
Is it
I'm
like
a
a
couple-
tropical?
I'm a couple thousand kilometers off. I'm pretty sure because what I meant
Yeah.
is like a Portuguese and a peri peri and a Brazilian kind of like thing.
Oh, okay. No, you know what? I got you. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, we're on the same page now.
Sure. We'll say that.
But
Yeah,
those
okay.
places took over from the previous Red Roosters, which were like, I imagine you don't have those.
Now, here's the wild thing, right? We have Red Robin.
Could it be a similar kind of like attempted to expand situation?
Is it a like burger place that has really thick cut fries and milkshakes and in general makes you vomit when you leave?
Yes, all of those, except also it exclusively serves chicken. Like chicken burgers and like half chickens and
Is it South American?
no, that's the thing, because it seemed like there's in the same way that there's like potato Europe and then there's tomato Europe, there are two sections of Sydney, which is my city in Australia, where you have one side that has Red Roosters still, and the other side now has them as all Portos, same locations.
Interesting. That's kind of we have. It's Carl Jr.'s and Hardee's.
Mm.
They're basically the same restaurant, except one half of the country has them as Carl Jr. Carl Jr.'s, and one half has them as Hardee's. So like I'm in the Hardee's realm.
Uh-huh.
But-
Is there any like qualitative difference between the two?
No, it's legitimately the same restaurant, just they're named differently in different locations. Which it blows my mind how like why would they do that? That's like you naming your YouTube channel Rhapsody and then naming your Twitch channel Francisco. Like,
Alexa, are you saying that's a bad idea? Because I've been meaning to talk to you about some rebranding I've been planning.
I wanna bring the joke back to make it funnier.
Go for it.
You make your YouTube Rhapsody and then you make your Twitch Bohemian. That's the better joke.
That would give me like a really good set of emotes that I could actually play. Oh,
Dude.
yeah, you know what? It's rebranding time.
Really good. It'd be really good.
You know what? I did take 14 damage to the slime boss as well, so I did not perfect that fight, which means neither of us perfected a fight, which means chat wins.
Nice. Chat wins and they didn't even have a deck.
Well done. Congratulations to you,
Seems
chat.
I'm glad we were both on our A game today.
I don't know if I wasn't, is the thing. Like, I just got dead stopped in one fight because I used corruption at the start of the fight and burnt all the defense cards out of my deck.
Nice.
But
I'll do it.
yeah, like I contemplated whether or not I would play the corruption for a very long period of time, and then I just made the wrong choice. Like, it's like a very well considered mistake.
Well, it'll get you sometimes.
We'll happen to see if it happens to get us next time as we return to the draft champion. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. His name has been Alexa. There are playlists in the description down below with all of our content, past, present, and future. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.